This pyramid was supposed to make us healthy. Instead, it triggered the biggest wave of weight gain and obesity in human history, even among children aged 5 to 18 years. It was meant to be our war on heart disease, and yet 75 years later, it's still the number one killer. Some war it turned out to be, no? But you know what the scary part is? Today, many people follow a mutated version of this already bad pyramid, one that's making us heavier and sicker than ever before. That's why cancer, the number two killer, is killing more people and striking earlier. When it comes to diabetes, pre-diabetes and hypertension, the numbers aren't any prettier either. In this video, I'll reveal the two biggest reasons behind that, both hiding in almost every meal you eat. So stay with me. Let's start with the foundation, grains. We were told to eat them morning, noon and night and get 60 to 65% of our calories from them, right? You followed that advice thinking it was a solid foundation. Instead, it turned out to be quicksand that has swallowed the health and happiness of millions of people all over the world. That's why number 3 on my list of top 8 causes of weight gain is excess consumption of grains. Surprised? Most people are, because many grain based foods are not sweet on your tongue. Poha, upma, sandwiches, parathas, or idli dosa for breakfast, rotis and rice for lunch and dinner, vada pav, samosas, and chat in the evening. Their Western cousins, breads, pasta, rice, and pizza, are no different. Basically, you are eating grains in every single meal. And here's what happens next. They get digested rapidly and lead to a big spike in blood glucose, seen in blue color. Then your body has no option but to follow it up with a big spike in insulin, seen in red. Since insulin is the energy storage hormone that tells your body, hey, store this energy as fat, that leads to fat storage, which leads to weight gain. Now you might be thinking, but I don't eat maida, I eat whole wheat flour like I was told to. I hear you, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because today's flour mills practically pulverize these grains to dust, turning them into what are called rapidly digested starches. So from your body's perspective, they are no different from sugar. And yes, your parents and grandparents ate grains too, but it was very different back then. They would grind grains on home stone mills, with this kind of an action that required a lot of effort, that kept the ones who did it healthy. And it resulted in coarser flour, which kept everybody who ate it healthy. Also, they ate only twice a day, mostly home cooked meals, got natural movement all throughout the day, lived simpler, less stressful lives, slept well, and were content in life. That combination made all the difference. So, long story short, today's situation is very different than what it was a few decades back. Today, for most people, pretty much every meal triggers big glucose and insulin spikes. So, your body never gets a break from making and storing fat. That's why so many people are getting heavier and sicker, even when they eat home cooked healthy food. If you are liking this video so far, please hit the like button. That's when the YouTube algorithm knows that it is good and starts pushing it out to more people. You can also share it with your loved ones so that they can benefit from it as well. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Prashant and I am a storyteller in the guise of an engineer. I love understanding difficult concepts and explaining them to you in the simplest way possible. From October 2022 to October 2025, I must have watched about 1500 plus videos on various health related topics, read 25 books, and dozens of research papers. I have recently started creating YouTube videos to summarize the findings of my research, and I plan to keep doing it in the future as well. So please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get notifications when I post new videos. Okay, back to the main video. If excess grains are bad, what we have done to them next is pure disaster. We processed grains even more. We stripped, refined, bleached, flavored, and colored them. Then we added loads of unhealthy fats, sugar, and salt to that, and many other chemicals that our bodies have never seen before. The result? A monster that comes in attractive looking packets which you consume in the name of convenience, and which is destroying the lives of far too many people all over the world. You know what it's called? Junk food. And that's why number 2 on my list is excess consumption of junk food. Junk food is a highly engineered product manufactured in factories. It has 4 main ingredients: refined flour, also known as maida or all purpose flour, unhealthy fats that come primarily from cheap seed oils, which are marketed as refined heart healthy vegetable oils, but they are anything but healthy. They are hydrogenated to increase their shelf life. But this process creates trans fatty acids or TFAs in short. Have you ever thought about why TFAs increase the shelf life of junk food? Because no bacteria in the world can break them down. So once they get in your body, they stay there for long periods, causing a lot of damage, including the risk of many different types of cancers. No wonder cancer is striking more and earlier. And then there's sugar, which has 50 plus aliases, by the way, like maple syrup, agave nectar, HFCS, which is short for high fructose corn syrup, maltose, dextrose, maltodextrin, xylitol, sorbitol. My God, these junk food manufacturers will go to any lengths to fool you. And last but not the least, junk food contains a lot of salt as well. Using these four same basic ingredients, you can literally design many different products, like you would design clothes or jewelry by changing their taste, shape, color, and toppings, like the ones you see on screen right now. Then comes marketing. Here the formula is simple: hire a celebrity, create ads, and run them 24/7. Maybe Amit ji actually loves Bikaji, but I am curious to know how many times he actually eats it. Similarly, India's most successful captain across all formats says no lays, no game. Really? If you know him, can you please ask him this question on my behalf? Is that the Lay's chips what you ate before stepping onto the field to play a match for India? Come on, give us a break. But you know what? These people can and will say whatever they are asked to say because they are getting paid crores of rupees for that. The question is, what are you getting by eating this crap? Think about that. And lastly, there's distribution, which they have been doing for donkey's years now and so are very good at it. Remember, junk food has two absolutely deadly traits. Number one, it is ultra processed. Here's a simple example that will help you understand what this processing actually looks like in real life and what it does to foods. Okay, so this is a raw apple. You can cut it into slices, then you can convert it into unsweetened applesauce, and finally you can use it to make apple pie. Does that resemble the original raw apple in any way? Absolutely not. Remember this simple rule. Real food is something that you can pick, dig, or kill. And at the time of eating, the more it resembles right after it was picked, dug, or killed, the more real it is. Otherwise, odds are that it is junk food. And number two, it is hyper palatable. Once you pop, you can't stop. That's what the Pringles ad said once upon a time. But since it was practically admitting that it is addictive, they have now changed it to once you pop, the fun don't stop. That's not by accident, it's by design. Junk food items are essentially chemistry experiments where the right amount of richness, sweetness, and saltiness are combined to hit what is called the bliss point in your brain. That is why you just can't stop eating them. I have also read that every seventh chip in a Pringles box is spicier and crunchier to break the monotony and hit you with that little bit of a surprise so you keep eating. Talk about being devious. Today, junk food is everywhere. Aisle after aisle in every supermarket in every country is filled with it. Packaged snacks, sweet or savory biscuits, chocolates, candies, and confectionery items, colas, juices, energy and sports drinks, sweetened dairy products like chocolate milk, ice creams and frozen desserts, pre-prepared meals, and distilled alcoholic beverages. After hearing that, I am sure you said, maybe even aloud, oh my God, because most people consume one or more of these every single day, multiple times a day. If you consume these items regularly, they won't just add calories, they'll add chaos. They'll flood your system with refined carbs, trans fats, and chemicals your body just doesn't know how to process. And they'll spike your insulin, clog your arteries, inflame your gut, and rewire your brain's reward system. The result? You keep craving more even when you are full. That's not lack of willpower, that's engineering. You are being hacked. I don't even call it food because it doesn't nourish. In fact, it destroys. And I won't consume this crap even if you give it to me for free, and not even if you pay me to consume it. Thanks, but no thanks. But I won't say to you, don't eat it ever again. Instead, I will say this: treat junk food like a toxic ex. Enjoy the memory, but not the relationship. Okay, so now you know excess consumption of grains and excess consumption of junk food are two of the biggest reasons why you are gaining weight and losing your health. But there's one cause that's even sneakier. It's something you do every single day, even if you think your diet is clean. It's the number one cause of weight gain and it's hiding in your routine. Click the link on the right side of your screen and I'll expose it. I revealed the bottom 5 causes of weight gain in the previous videos. To see them, click here.